There's a lot that Ghost in the Shell could have done wrong to mess up this live-action adaptation of a beloved franchise. While there are still plenty of conversations to be had about the casting controversy surrounding the movie, director Rupert Sanders strives to capture the essence of the source material and start a conversation about identity, ownership, and consent as they relate to Scarlett Johansson's character Major. In that way, it does succeed as an adaptation, though it suffers from some story problems in its finale. Ghost in the Shell doesn't strive to be a frame-for-frame remake of the 1995 anime film. We meet Major after she suffers an accident and is having her consciousness transferred to a cybernetic body.
You are the first of your kind, but you're not invulnerable.
Maybe next time you can design me better.
The story then jumps to a year later, when she's an active member of the government-run anti-terrorism group Section 9. While on a mission, she encounters a mysterious terrorist hacker named Kuze and begins to experience glitches that seem to hint at a bigger mystery surrounding her.
Everything they told you was a lie.
Who are you?
There are a good amount of interesting ideas presented, but Ghost in the Shell often dials itself back to simplicity. The villain could and should have had more depth to bring some of the movie's themes to fruition, and Major's struggles with identity don't get the sort of emphatic conclusion they need. The plotting second act tries to get deeper into these problems and glitches Major is contending with, and you feel every minute of its 2-hour runtime. Ghost in the Shell's biggest problems lie in its third act, though. For all that it focuses on more intellectual themes, the film doesn't stick the landing and isn't clear on what its actual messaging is. A lot of the third act's issues tie back to the movie explicitly revealing who Major was before her ghost was placed in her cyborg body. While the reveal has a lot of interesting connotations about what was taken from this person, Ghost in the Shell makes a mistake in not exploring them more. The film seems to want the audience to draw its own conclusions about how to interpret the true evil at the heart of the story, but makes the mistake of not offering its own opinion. Story problems aside, Ghost in the Shell is visually beautiful. It's bold science fiction, envisioning a fully developed, futuristic, Neo-Tokyo-like society that at once is faithful to the source material but also takes it one step farther. This is a world that feels real and lived in, instead of cold and unpopulated as some other science fiction films have struggled with depicting. But the beauty of Ghost in the Shell goes deeper than that, to the framing of certain shots to me immediately reminiscent of the gorgeous visual style of the 1995 film, and translating the impossible to recreate fight sequences to live action. As an adaptation of an iconic and beloved source material, Ghost in the Shell understands what makes this franchise special and does a good job translating that to the big screen. It looks great and doesn't just feel like it's copying the anime and manga's aesthetic, instead capturing what makes them stand apart to begin with. The story stumbles in the third act and doesn't fully bring its talking points to a satisfying conclusion, but Ghost in the Shell's successes outshadow its problems. For all things movies, keep it locked on IGN.